Calm Down by Rema was released in 2022 as a part of the Raven Roses album and was added to the Just Dance Mythos in 2023's Just Dance 2024 edition. Has a difficulty rating of easy and effort rating of chill, 2 gold moves. The pictogram colors are Ocean Boat Blue and Urobilin. The glove colors are Assure and Yellow Sun. The lyric color is Ocean Boat Blue, and it has pictograms. Now let's move on to the song itself. Yes, I know this is the wrong version because the remix with like that other artist was, made later. But for what we have in Just Dance, it's pretty good. It definitely calms me down. I would categorize this song as a warm-up map, not something that you specifically played Just Dance 2024 edition for, but something to get you going. That's how I see most slower routines like this. Like, they're not bad, they're just, something you do to start getting into the mood. I mean, you can't start with an extreme routine or something, you gotta start with something slow, or else that's super unhealthy from what I've heard. The purple skin on the coach is a choice, definitely shows how unique this guy is supposed to be. I'd say it's pretty good. Now let's move on to the background of the map. The background is a 3D space with a lot of geometrical 3-dimensional shapes. The coaches are standing on a floor, and what could be interpreted as the sky changes colors frequently. This is the kind of map where you're not really focusing on the background, not because it's not beautiful, but because the background does a really good job of being a background. You're focusing on the coaches in front of you, and the background is just kind of there. Of course, there are better backgrounds that do the job and also are really beautiful. And while this is a 3D environment, I kinda don't like it because what are you gonna do in this 3D environment other than just put shapes on it? Like, woo. I just feel like there's a lot of Just Dance maps that do the exact same concept but a whole lot better. Honestly, if it's gonna be so basic to begin with, why even make it 3D? At that point, just keep it 2D. And yes, I know there's gears and stuff and other shapes that can appear in the quote-unquote night sky, and that the 3D geometrical shapes do have stuff within them, but this feels like a beta background before they actually finish it. I'm kind of disappointed, so I'm just going to give this background a good. Now let's move on to the appearance of the coaches. The first coach is Blessing. She has black braided hair that reaches down to the back of her hip, with some strands resting on her shoulders that are covered in blue beads that have the end tips in yellow. She has black eyebrows, black eyelashes, small blue wavy lines painted at the end of her eyes, and red lips. She also wears a pair of yellow circular earrings. She wears a red bra with a large hole in the cleavage, held together by a golden ring that is also connected to a red cloth that loops around her neck. The hole also has white decorative petal-like patterns around it. She also wears a long yellow skirt tied on the left hip that exposes her left leg. The skirt has blue hexagonal patterns along with red floral-like patterns in between them, while the rest shows lines in the yellow sections of her skirt. A thin rope belt is tied on her waist, with loose strands hanging on the right side. Lastly, she wears a pair of straw yellow wedges with blue straps. The second coach is Kingsley, a man with light purple skin and black frizzy hair with light yellow tip ends. On top of his head is a black flat hat with dark blue and light yellow patterns. His facial characteristics include black eyebrows, yellow eyeshadow, a thin mustache, and a black underbeard. On his neck are 3 thin silver bronze necklaces. He wears a black shirt underneath his dark blue and purple open loose jacket. The main colors of the jacket all have circular designs, while the rest of the spaces are yellow with black random dots that cover the surface. He also wears red pants with white rope tied on his waist and red shoes with yellow laces and soles. There's also a golden ankle bangle on his right ankle. The first coach is kinda generic and honestly kinda what I would expect from a song like this if it was in Just Dance in my head, while Kingsley is what I would expect from the Just Dance team at this point. Sure, he is just wearing a normal outfit just like Blessing, but the purple skin really goes a long way. He's also just a lovely guy. I play as him all the time. And not just because I'm fat too, alright? I don't believe that every map has to go full in on the super unique coach designs. You really do need coach designs like this in a song like this to really make the truly unique maps and coaches look even better by comparison. That's not to say that this gets a pass for looking kinda bland, it's just a little bit of perspective. I'm not offended by these designs. I'm gonna give the first coach a super, and the second coach also a super. And finally, let's move on to the gold moves. There are 2 in this routine. In the first gold move, you simply put your shoulders in a crisscross pattern, and in the second gold move, you point at each other. The first gold move isn't very hard, but the second gold move is easier, so the second gold move is going to get an okay. At the very least, the first gold move is climactic, so I'm going to give it a good also. Overall, Calm Down gets a good. Do you have any suggestions? Leave them down below, and adios.